What's up, guys? Welcome back. I think I have Kane on the line. Kane, are you there? Kane, can we get Skype audio up? Kane, are you there, man?
Yes.
Yes. What's up, man?
Not much. How are you doing?
Dude, all right, guys. Welcome. We got Root Kane on the line. He's come to help commentate these guys. Kane, are you not my friend?
I'm not your friend.
I thought we were friends, man.
I'm sorry. Tell me what channel to join.
Well, that's a problem, because then everyone on stream will hear what channel. All right, we'll figure it out. Hold on.
Type it in Skype. Type it in Skype.
But then it's on that computer over there, so I'd have to go all the way over there. Hold on. I'll
Okay.
figure this out. Let me think. Okay, I'm in channel Axel Toss.
Okay.
And then I'll invite you as a friend, and hopefully, there we go.
There you go.
Add friend. Okay. Let me get you in this game. So you know what we're doing, Mr. Kane?
Not really. Just coaching players, right?
Yeah. So here's the plan. What we're doing is, we're inviting viewers to play,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're basically just commentating as they play. And then they mute the stream, and then they come back and watch after they're done the VOD. And then they kind of learn from that in a sense, and then hopefully the people watching learn as well.
So am I going to be like giving advice on both players or what?
Yeah, exactly. I'll kind of it'll be easy. I'll kind of drive us through it, and then they're gonna be muting the stream.
So we're pretty much just like casting with
We're
in-depth analysis.
Exactly. Casting, but like kind of point of view casting to really help each player out. That's like the main idea. Kind of rather than like commentating for, entertainment. Just kind of really providing as much information as possible to help these guys improve as players.
Okay, sounds good. And these guys
Sick.
are both masters, so it's pretty good.
Yes, they are. So this should
Cool.
be a good game. We got Baconology versus SignBasher. Of course, you're hearing the voice of Kane, aka Sam Morissette. How you doing today, by the way, Kane?
I'm doing pretty good. I had a really late night last night because we played in the Acer Team Story Cup.
Oh.
And then I just woke up I woke up earlier today, but I played a match and then I went right back to bed.
You're such a trooper, man.
Such a trooper.
Did you go swimming today?
Not yet. We might later though.
Dude, you should go when you wake up, and then it wakes you up, and then you put some soap in the water, and then boom, you're clean. Smart, right? It's smart, isn't it? Tell me I'm wrong.
It's smart, but I'm too lazy in the mornings to actually like get stuff on and go outside. And it's always cold, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But here we are in the game. We got SignBasher in the top right, the teal Zerg player. We got Baconology, the purple Zerg player, in the bottom left. Star Station ZBZ. So if you're a Baconology or you're a SignBasher, and you know it's Star Station, you know it's ZBZ, what's going through your mind?
Okay, well, 15 hatch is like super common on this map, so right away I'm thinking I could do an early pool, like a 10 pool with all the drones pulled, and it might work. But on the off chance that the player goes pool first is kind of a risky strategy. So 15 hatch is really common on this map just because it is a long rush distance, and you can defend pretty well versus any, as long as your hatch first isn't too risky, you can defend versus pretty much any early pool.
And as the game goes along, what kind of strategies are most likely to be utilized from both of these players, or what do you think is kind of the best route to go? Or is it stylistic, right?
To be honest, there's two main tech routes in ZVZ. You can either go mutas or infestors. I would say on this map you can do both relatively well. On larger maps like Star Station, mutas are really good because you can get that map control and expand relatively easily. But you can go roaches pretty well because it is kind of an open map and there's not many chokes and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure what these players will choose, but I think either option is pretty fine.
All right, we'll see what happens. So far, I don't see any glaring mistakes. I think, let's see, we had an earlier pull from Baconology, which is fine. A little bit safer than getting that hatchery up. And then we have a very fast 15 hatch from SignBasher. He has an overlord across the map, I think. So from SignBasher's point of view, he doesn't necessarily know what's happening. So what should be the steps from him right now? Like, he doesn't necessarily know if it's an early pool or something like that.
Well, usually the overlord that he's sending to the other side of the map can spot it in time. But if they do something tricky, like send their lings a different direction, then it can get a little complicated, but no players really do that because it delays the lings getting to your base a lot. So right now, I think he's pretty sure that it's not an early pool, so he's just going to play standard and get his gas up. We do actually see Baconology delaying his gas by quite a lot, so he'll probably go for like a 3 queen or 4 queen build and actually go into roaches. So right off the bat, we know that the most likely tech routes are roaches for Baconology, and maybe roaches or mutas for SignBasher.
So what's the best way to identify this for SignBasher? Because I mean, I don't think it's like necessarily incredibly realistic to try to get an overload in the main to spot the lack of gases.
Right, it's not.
What hints and clues can SignBasher be looking for to identify what his opponent is doing?
He's actually making 4 lings right now, or actually more than that. He's making 6 lings.
Uh-oh.
So he could send those 2 of those lings to the base and defend with the other 4. But it's usually pretty important to scout that it is going gasless, because if you scout going gasless, you can actually take a really early third, or rush straight up to mutas without putting down a Bane nest, because you know that your opponent's not going to have speed, or they're not going to be able to put on any pressure on you early. So if he does scout gasless, I would recommend taking a third right away, and not even getting a Baneling nest.
Yeah, that's good. He's getting a Bane list now. He doesn't necessarily know what's going on, so kind of making the safe decision. So like I'm actually okay with that to a certain extent. He's making a few lings though. The 6 ling choice. Are you okay with that, or would you rather it be 4? Would you rather it be 2? Does it not matter too much?
Well, Baconology made 4 links to send across the map, which is a bit strange. So usually you only make 2 or something like that. Yeah. So I'm okay with the 6, to be honest.
Cool. All right. So go ahead.
Yeah, so we see Baconology walling off right now, which you kind of have to do with the gasless build, because if they go for like a mass ling rush, you have to wall off. So since he is walling off, I think Baconology, or SignBasher rather, at this point knows that it's gasless. So we'll see what he does. He's getting another gas right now.
And your opinion should be a third right away, kind of a thing.
Yeah, right now I'd be taking a third, because I know that it's gasless. But
right. SignBasher, I know you're watching this on VOD. This would be a great time to take a third. Go on, Kane.
Yeah. We actually do see double evo coming down for SignBasher, so he might be going the double upgrade link style, or he might just be getting those for roaches later on. And actually double evo for Baconology too, so he'll probably be getting double upgrades as well. Right now I'd say they're pretty even. We do see SignBasher quite far ahead on drones for some reason, which usually you shouldn't be ahead on drones with when your opponent's going gasless. So I don't know why, but Baconology should probably be able to make more drones in the early game and get into a better position than he is right now, I think.
So maybe a few too many lings earlier, but yeah, or maybe an inject was off here or there. Because
yeah, definitely. I think his injects are off, because if you look at his queen energy right now, one's at 72, one's at 99.
Ah.
So
big deal. Stay on top of your injects, Mr. Baconology.
Yeah, I think he missed an inject for sure, somewhere in there. He is taking a really early third right now for gasless builds. He doesn't have roaches yet to defend, and SignBasher is actually taking his third right now too.
So SignBasher identifies this fast third. How does he best take advantage?
To be honest, I don't think that there's too much you can do at this point. If you already had lings out on the map, like he has 8 lings or something right now. If he had those earlier, he might be able to do a little bit of damage, but what Baconology is going to do is he's just going to get out 4 or 5 roaches, as we see right now, and he's just going to defend the third. So what SignBasher could do is he could just like drone up a lot and then start making roaches, but he will need roaches relatively soon, because his opponent's probably going to be doing like a roach 1-1 roach timing, I would guess. And we do see speed started up right now.
Uh-oh, Hatcher getting pecked up by these lings. Baconology, get over there. Looks like he's going to be able to fend that off without too much trouble. Nice timing there.
SignBasher has actually forgotten he started roach speed right now, but he had forgotten that for a little while.
An important upgrade. Very important upgrade.
Very.
Now, right now, SignBasher needs to be able to identify what kind of attack is coming his way. I like how he's staying threatening with those Zerglings. It's a very good decision. But right now, what are these 2 players looking for as far as the next step?
Well, one of the reasons that he's leaving the lings around that third base is to get some damage in on that, but also see if his opponent is droning up or making roaches. So if he goes back in with his lings really soon, he'll see that his opponent has started a lot of drones right now. He just made like 11 drones or something. So at that point, he knows that he can drone up himself, or he can go for a big roach timing and hope to catch his opponent off guard. He has started 2 earlier than his opponent, which is really good. And he's running in with the lings right now just to get an idea of what his opponent's making.
SignBasher, nice job there. Now, Baconology might be a little bit frustrated by these lings. What is Baconology's next step? What should he be trying to accomplish right now?
Honestly, I would kind of be scouting around with my overlords as well right now, kind of to get an idea of what SignBasher is doing. It looks like he's going for a big roach timing, but the thing is he hasn't started 2-2 yet, and if his opponent identifies this, I feel like he can just make roaches of his own, and he can do like a big 2-2 timing with roaches or roach hydra. So I don't really like this decision. If I were Baconology, I would drone out my third even more right now, and kind of just get my gases and go start my 2-2, go for like a roach hydra timing or something like that. But his 2-2 is
it's really late. Okay, just
yeah, it's
started
like
it.
2 minutes. Yeah,
That's a little bit
really
worrying.
really late.
It's a little bit worrying. Should he have put down an infestation pit or something? I mean, I'm trying to figure out why. I mean, like, how scared should he be of the 2-2 timing from his opponent, kind of a thing? And what are the steps he can take to not die to it?
Yeah, I would. It's kind of tricky because it seems like he was pretty far behind in the earlier mid game.
Right.
So once you get behind in ZVZ, it's really hard to come back. If I were him, I would probably throw down an infestation pit right now, take my 5th and 6th gas at the 3rd base, and kind of just hope that my opponent attacks into Infestor Spine. I like that he's throwing down a couple spines right now. I think that's pretty smart, because he knows that his opponent will be pretty aggressive. But the thing is that SignBasher's 10 drones ahead, which is really massive at this point. So if SignBasher identifies that his opponent is going Roach Infestor Spine, what he can do is just expand, get a 4th base, and go Infestors himself, or even Swarm Hosts or Hydras or something like that, getting some tech out.
I think a bunch of units could just be really good for SignBasher right now. I mean, he's fully saturated on 3 bases. Just 2-2 just finished. Imagine just nothing but roaches attacking Baconology right now. How effective do you think that would be?
I think that would be really good. He's also getting Hydras right now, which is good. But yeah, I expect him to go into pure unit production right now. He's like, yeah, he's quite a few supply ahead. Not too far, but the fact is that he has better upgrades, better tech because he has those Hydras on the way, and he should be taking a 4th base or a macro pass really soon.
Alright, let's see how they handle this. I like how Baconology kind of backed up those roaches, trying to get behind the spines and trying to set up his own concave. I also like how SignBasher is kind of backing up his weakened units. Now, what are the best things Baconology can do right now, or is it just a lost cause?
The best thing he can do is try to get a concave like he's doing right now, and also making sure that his roaches are in front of his Hydras. Yes. Right now, it's pretty tough as long as SignBasher keeps reinforcing. But he's doing a decent job of defending. What SignBasher did was he hit a really strong 2-2 timing.
Yes.
But it looks like Baconology will defend with a good concave and just some nice micro there.
And his 2-2 is going to finish, and he managed to squeeze in some drones there as well. Still doesn't have, okay, just now saturating the gas at his 3rd base. So I actually really like how Baconology approached that. Now, what could SignBasher have done differently in that engagement? Do you think like he should have maybe swung like 3 roaches to that 3rd base, try to take out drones, or was it the right decision to really try to brute force it?
I think he could have like sent a few roaches to 3rd, kind of do a multi-prong attack there. But to be honest, what he just wanted to do there was trade, which he did really well. Yeah. Because like he was max, his opponent wasn't, so now he has a bit more of a bank, and we can see in the supplies that he's still quite far ahead. His opponent did finish 2-2 as well, but SignBasher has a lot more Hydras than his opponent, so and a lot more roaches as well. So it'll kind of be tricky to come back from here, and he did kill that 4th base.
Yeah, I mean, I think SignBasher's doing a great job denying his opponent's 4th while getting a 4th up on his own. Now, from Baconology's point of view, he just got his 4th denied. He sees this composition out of his opponent. Is there a good next step for him right now?
Just defend. He should not be attacking right now. The best chance in ZVZ to come back is always to defend. Sometimes you can catch your opponent off guard, but it's not very often.
But don't be on the map right here, on this creep. Off this creep, I should say.
I'd be really careful right now, especially because Hydra speed is just finishing now.
Oh, trying to split up, trying to get that concave, but I feel like SignBasher just has so much more stuff.
Yeah, and he's actually doing that multi-prong attack that we were talking about. That's really nice.
Very nice indeed, and now, well, is the concave going to be big enough here?
I think he's just going to overwhelm him with so many Hydras.
Yeah.
I think he just has way too much right now.
Okay, so Baconology is something we can take from those last minutes. Well, he's trying to make a fight out of it, but it might just be too much. I mean, Drone's still dying at the 3rd base, so maybe a spine at the 3rd. I mean, it's hard when you're behind, but the important thing is not necessarily being out and about on the map and delaying that engagement as much as possible kind of thing. Because your disadvantage is that your opponent has so many more units than you, and the more units you can get out, the better, especially because you have the defender's advantage. But at this point, I think it might be over. Yeah, there's GG.
Yeah. So the best bet that Baconology had was to defend, because when it comes to a max versus max battle, you can always win an engagement as long as your positioning is better, and as long as your unit composition is good as well. So he tried to do that, but he was just so far behind from the early and mid game that there wasn't much that he could do, I don't think.
And do you think there are any big mistakes from SignBasher? Is there anything you'd probably suggest to him that he should change moving forward?
He actually played that really well. He was scouting with the Lings throughout the game, making sure that his opponent was doing like a massive roach attack, and his upgrade timings and everything were really good. At the end, he was getting his infestation pit for Hive. So to be honest, I think he played that really well. I wouldn't, just from that game alone, I wouldn't be able to give much advice to him. He played that super well.
Good job, SignBasher. You're doing good. You're coming on to get coached, and then we don't have anything for you because you're playing so well. Good job, dude. I'm like SignBasher. I looked at his profile. He's like 28-3 or something.
Yeah, man.
So
Seems good.
have you heard of him?
No.
Okay. SignBasher, are you tricking us? Are you Pult playing Zerg?
Maybe he's like a European Zerg that we've never heard of or something.
He might be. Well played, SignBasher. Well played, Baconology. Hopefully you guys can take a little bit from that little exercise. Kane, thanks for hanging out with me. Coming up next, by the way, I think we're about done with the coaching segment, but we want to do something fun to incorporate more people. I think we're going to have a free-for-all of sorts. I'm going to play. Kane, you're welcome to stick around and play if you want. Would you like to?
I'm actually going to go watch my teammate Puck play in WCS.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I think most of the team will kind of stick around and watch that. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to pass out on this one.
That's awesome, but that's fine. Thanks for hanging out with me, though.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. Message me if you ever need something like this again. It was fun.
By the way, tweet at Kane. What's your Twitter?
Root_Kane.
Root_Kane. Go tell him thank you. That is at Root_Kane. Go follow him. Tell him he's awesome. But Kane, thanks again for coming on.
Yeah, thanks. I'll talk to you later.
See ya. All right, guys. We're going to do something fun. We're going to do a free-for-all, and I'm about to tell you all the channel. And I'm not even going to go to Lennox because his questions have been pretty barbarically bad. No offense, Lennox, but I do need you to look something up for me, though, because I can look it up. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. The channel name is, if you want to play, probably 7 of y'all we're going to need as I make it. The channel name is going to be, as I verify that it is correct. Okay. What is the proper spelling of Root Kane's last name? The proper spelling of Root Kane's last name, the first 7, you're going to be playing a free-for-all after a break. Guys, don't go anywhere.